switched to green. Well, Tamar, have you not watched the show?
We wore your favorite color.
We're wearing green not because it's St. Patrick's Day, but because in celebration of Alexis Michelle. Because if it ain't green, Alexis Michelle ain't what?
But you know what? I just had to put this on because the girls were in dance costumes and I have worn this leotard to dance all over the world.
Just say interested. Interested. Can you say interested?
Interested? Okay.
Cause if it ain't green, I ain't what?
Interested.
Bootleg Opinions.
Wow, you look fantastic today.
Aw, thank you so much. I'm actually wearing Deck of Scarlet on my face today, and thank you so much, Deck of Scarlet, for sponsoring this video.
Ooh, Deck of Scarlet? Tell me more, you. I love new cosmetics.
Well, this is for you. I mean, just look at this.
Wow, bro, you know what? You're right. You looking like a queen.
I know we all love makeup, right? But here's some bummer facts. Did you know that 60% of chemicals from the cosmetics end up in our bloodstream? Which is why Deck of Scarlet has over 15,000 ingredients that they do not use.
Yes! That means it's 100% vegan and cruelty-free.
Yep, and of course, especially with lipsticks that can enter your body even more quickly, it's so important to have lipsticks that are without all those chemicals. Look at these beautiful colors. I think I'm gonna go with this today. And this perfume smells delicious, and it makes a great decoration too.
Wow, you know what? I'm ready to switch over to Deck of Scarlet.
So go to the link in the description and use my code to get 20% off with Deck of Scarlet. Your body deserves colorful, fun, and healthy makeup. FYI, Alexis Michelle over here is an OG bootleg queen, okay? All hail the OG bootleg queen.
Hey.
I miss singing Call Me Mother, Are You Guess who's in the house? Heels click clacking about. Fine, fresh, feminine style to 11 with the vibe so heavily. Gentlemen, styles to reports, no doubt.
Careful.
Like, wow. Alexis Michelle texted me earlier. She was like, I can't believe we're actually reviewing these looks. These little teensy little dance costumes.
Right? We had quite the array of dance costumes, but I'm sure we'll get to that.
And in this episode, we will be reviewing the lip syncs and their looks, and most importantly, what had happened. Because our New York City sister, Jasmine, I was gonna say Jasmine Masters, because our New York City sister, Jasmine Kennedie, has sashayed away.
Oh, we love you, Jasmine.
Send her lots of love, tip her, buy her merch, because we love you so much. And for someone who is 21 years old and slaying on Drag Race, you have to show her some love, y'all.
Mad props to Jasmine. Even though it's scary and you never want to be in the bottom, it can be a real gift to get to lip sync. And she got to lip sync a lot and show the world how fierce she is. So I cannot wait to see how she just takes it all over and bips and bops and bucks and drops.
Now, in this LaLaPaRUza, I would say that I enjoy this a lot more than the one that they did on season 13.
Yeah, the stakes felt really high, I thought, because you really had all the favorites, all the front runners of the competition in the bottom. And as it was going on, it was like, oh my God, is that person gonna go? It was really dangerous.
Are you saying that DeJa is not a favorite?
Listen. DeJa is slaying. Welcome to the Snatch Game Hall of Fame, DeJa. She's fabulous too, but it was one person who was safe. Everybody else was on the chopping block, so the stakes were high.
This is almost like a glimpse of how the top four will potentially do in the finale, because in the finale, there's always a lip sync smackdown, and we see a little bit of what the queens can do and cannot do, because we haven't seen a lot of queens in the bottom, except Jasmine and Jorgeous, you know.
Right.
And Daya.
Right, and Daya.
Out of all of these lip syncs, which one stood out to you?
Well, just as far as like the material, the one I would have wanted to do for sure is Don't Let Go by En Vogue. Like, legendary group, legendary song, music to move your body to, but to really feel like on an internal level. So that was one of my faves. Mostly, you know, the girls killed it, but because I love the song. I
would pick between Natural Woman and also En Vogue as well, because me and you both are both fabulous dancers, right?
Don't you mean respect, Yuhua?
Oh, respect, sorry. Was it respect? I thought it was Natural Woman.
It was respect! Natural Woman was the legendary Latrice Royale Kenya Michaels with the baby bump.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Someone at the viewing party pointed out tonight was that I think we were more excited for this LaLaPaRUza. I think because we're also more invested in these girls, because on season 13, we barely even know them, and of course, they immediately went into lip sync, and meanwhile, one person has to go.
Yeah, it was hard, and you know, when RuPaul said it at the end, like, whoever goes, this is gonna hurt, and it felt that way. It really did. It's like,
next time, use some lube. It won't hurt as much.
Great advice, sis.
I also had a little theory that at this episode, it was almost like a throwaway, and then at the end, whoever loses the lip sync is gonna have that golden ticket.
I thought, I was like, are we gonna see the gold chocolate bar today? But we did not. It was once again chocolate.
But you know what? I'm excited and happy that someone went home, even though it's Jasmine, because we have a lot of non-eliminations throughout this season.
Yeah, it's true. The never-ending Drag Race story.
The first lip sync, who do you think slayed in that lip sync?
That was a tough call. I appreciated that Daya went more for the soul of respect rather than like pulling out tricks. But it was tight. It was tight. I thought they both did well.
You thought they both did well? I was a little bit underwhelmed by them both, not gonna lie, okay? I thought that Jasmine was doing a little bit too much tricks, and Daya Betty was alright. If between those two, I would say Daya as well. I think that if either one of them brought something like DeJa Skye did with Falling in the earlier lip sync, it would have been much better. It's more about feeling the song. It's about taking it to church.
Maybe not quite like the nail on the head as far as the essence, but they gave it their all for sure.
On to the outfits. I know you don't really want to talk about their outfits. What do you think about their outfits?
Oh no, we can talk about the dance costumes. I'm gonna actually sort of say something about all the dance costumes we saw. We kind of had two versions of a look from a bunch of girls. Daya and Camden in the hot bubblegum pink, and then we had Bosco and Willow in these like sort of sexier black numbers, and then we had the dancing girls. We had Jorgeous and Jasmine with fringe, and then we had Angeria kind of rocking the old school drag dance costume. So I felt like we had like something to compare.
Yeah. And that's it, y'all. Thank you for coming to Bootleg Opinions. She just provided opinions for all of the contestants. See you next week! And that's what we have to say for the leotards. But yeah, these were not much to talk about, so I'd rather talk about the lip syncs.
Of the pink looks we saw tonight, I actually liked how structured Daya's was. Jasmine's like not my favorite. Red is great, red is a power color, but I didn't feel it was very fresh.
The next lip sync was between Bosco and Willow. Who do you think slayed in this Luther Vandross song?
Willow really tapped into the lyrics and the feeling and delivered it in a really convincing way. I think that was the right call.
And you know what I appreciate about these queens in this episode? They ain't afraid to get shady. They ain't afraid to play the game. Willow made sure that whoever she picks is gonna choose the song that she wants to pick. And when Lady Camden chose the queen that she wants to lip sync to, she chose someone that can't really dance as much. Right? I think these queens were very strategic, including Jasmine picking Daya. But little did she know that Daya was gonna be the one to pick the song.
Well, you had to be strategic because, like, you didn't have a lot of control over what was going on. Either choose the opponent, choose the song, control what you can, and you're right, they played hard.
But you know what? In recent seasons, the queens are a little bit more nicer, if that makes sense. They try to play fair, they want to please the fans and the audience. And in this episode, the claws came out, and I'm here for it. And when Jasmine chose Daya, I was screaming. I was like, yes, bring out the evil. Because us queens, we're not all, hi, how are you, butterflies and unicorns. We are some of the shadiest in the world.
We are what we are. What can we say?
I mean, think about this. Like, which other show out there has ever produced contestants or cast members like us, Drag Race queens, that go on Twitter and talk about the show? Nobody else does. American Idol doesn't. Right? Survivor doesn't. I mean, like, we bite the hand that feed us. Us queens don't give a shit.
You know, our mom, she created a lot of monsters. What can we say?
But yeah, I agree. Willow won that lip sync, and I thought it was really smart of her, and I really appreciate her for playing the game strategically because it does make great TV.
Now, I will say here were our two sexy black, a little bit more modern looks, and I really did love Bosco's black look. I wasn't like totally blown away with Willow's.
Same here. I thought that if Willow maybe wore a different hair, maybe if Willow wore the wig that she wore the shoulder pads, do you remember that spiky hair?
Yes, yes.
But then again, maybe she wouldn't be able to lip sync in that hair. So it's a lip sync. So she can wear whatever she wants. It's not that important. As for Bosco, it looks like one of her few outfits that she has worn on the runway. No shade. It's very similar.
Oh yeah.
On to the next lip sync, we have Lady Camden, Jorgeous, and Angeria. And I was very surprised that Jorgeous didn't pick Jennifer Lopez.
I actually had a feeling she was gonna go for Beyonce. I was excited because I love all three of these girls, and I actually thought they all three did really great. I thought maybe for a second RuPaul was just gonna say, Shantae, you all stay.
Oh my god, I was thinking that too. They're all slayed individually. So if RuPaul says, Shantae, all three of you stay, I'm okay with it.
And you know what? Mad props to Angeria, because I know she doesn't consider herself a dancer, but she has such presence and such star power, and she's really an actress. The way that she embodies whatever she's doing, whether it's like these acting challenges or walking on the runway or like in this case lip syncing, she really knows how to deliver.
Now, if you were to pick one person, who would you pick?
If I had to pick one winner from this lip sync, it's
Tammy Brown.
yeah, Tammy Brown, you win. I thought all three were great. Maybe between Angeria and Jorgeous for me.
Now on to the next round. Now these queens have already lip synced one song already, and I just can't picture them going to the next lip sync a little bit more tired. Because what happens is that after you've done the first lip sync already, you are exhausted already. You already gave out your 150%, so what else is left there, right?
It's hard. I wonder if they like let them touch up. That's a lot to go through.
And also I can feel like some of the queens that lip sync for the second time, they were holding back just a little bit. I think that maybe they were afraid of doing the same moves again, and the fans might say, well, you're doing the same thing over and over again. We want to see something different. I feel like they were holding back just a little bit.
Right. That makes sense.
Next up is Lady Camden and Bosco. Between these two lip syncing, who do you think won?
Lady Camden all the way. That was fierce. She's great, so I wouldn't call it like a shock, but I was surprised at how well she delivered that.
I would say Lady Camden too, not to discredit Bosco. I thought that she did serve sex, she did serve emotions. I thought that it was a very, very, very close call.
I'm a big Bosco fan, and I think actually Bosco did great. Even though Bosco had to lip sync a lot tonight, I think Bosco did great across the board. The body movement, the feeling, no shade. Like, Bosco was great, but Lady Camden slayed that for me.
Between Jasmine and Angeria, who do you think won that lip sync?
They both did great. Jasmine really gave us everything tonight, but like I said, there's something about Angeria. She's got that like fire, that magic from within that she can really interpret, and I thought it was sick.
I kind of disagree. I thought Jasmine won that.
Ooh.
I felt like Angeria looked a little bit exhausted. She was just walking around, doing something that I can do. If something that I can do on stage, girl, that's kind of problematic. I don't know.
Oh, stop.
I felt like she was just walking around from left, right, left, right. It was a very bar number. It wasn't the same caliber as the first lip sync that she gave us. The next lip sync was between Bosco and Jasmine. And who do you think won that lip sync?
They both gave it. I thought Jasmine gave such a valiant effort, but there was definitely an edge that Bosco did. Bosco saved the big guns for this last lip sync. Those legs, honey, ooh, those legs could kill. Fierce.
These legs are everything, baby.
Everything.
Shout out to our sister again, Jasmine Masters. Oh my god, I gotta stop saying Jasmine Masters. And shout out to our sister, Jasmine Kennedie. You slayed in this season, okay? Take over the world, baby.
We love you, Jasmine.
Do you think that those chocolate bars are rigged?
Yes.
Why? What do you think is going on?
I just feel like the odds are we would have seen the gold bar by now.
I also think that they're just holding it onto a later on in the season, because what if in episode 1 or 2, someone has the gold chocolate bar, the fun's over, because the whole point was the chocolate bars, right?
Yeah, and also, I think we're probably gonna end up seeing the chocolate when like a real top front-running favorite lands in the bottom. I think that's when we're gonna see the chocolate.
Well, out of all of these lip syncs, which one is your favorite lip sync?
You know, they kind of blended together for me. The one that's sticking in my mind is honestly the last one, because it was the last one I watched, and what Bosco did in the last one was really great. Loved it.
My favorite lip sync tonight would have to be the one with Lady Camden, Angeria, and also Jorgeous.
That was fierce.
Beyonce, that was absolutely fierce. Well, congrats, lip sync assassins!
Yay!
Well, Alexis Michelle, thank you so much for stopping by to give us your bootleg opinions. Where can we find you?
You can find me everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, and Venmo at Alexis Lives, honey. That's at Alexis Lives.
And my name is Yuhua Hamasaki on all platforms. You can find me there. Bye, Alexis. Tell Tamar I said hi. Hey, squirrel friends. When one video ends, just watch another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.